the December 15th, 2021 Village of Holiday Hills Board Meeting.
Baldwin. Yes. Giles. Gilchrist.
Yes.
Meyer. Yes. Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first of all, last month's meeting should not have happened by any of us. Everyone here was responsible for that meeting, okay? And that's not gonna be tolerated anymore. We're not gonna turn this into the former president's TV shows and accusations being thrown and stuff. When we are speaking, when we are going through the agenda, I ask that everyone not make any comments, not make any groans and moans, including my board. Also, if we're discussing something on the agenda, one of my board members has a question about it, that's a discussion between ourselves and the board, not the public. It is not public, open session at that point, okay? That comes when public comment comes in, all right? So I'm gonna ask everybody, please, at the end of the day, we all live in this village. We all care about this village. And this has got to stop. It's not going to get out of hand. It's not going to allow it. Anybody that violates these privileges at the meeting will be asked to leave the meeting. Period. No exceptions. And that goes for the board too. Does everybody understand? Thank you. Okay. First thing on my agenda is to ratify the consensus purchase of the side-by-side ATV not to exceed $2,000.
I'll make a motion.
Is that Richard Jeff? Sorry.
That was
Did we actually purchase it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. We gotta take the golf cart now and move all the stuff from that over to it.
Second.
I'll second it.
Baldwin.
Yes.
Giles.
Yes.
Gilchrist.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Excuse me one second, Mr. Lewis, you weren't here, what we just had stated here. These meetings are gonna be held, last meeting, should have not have happened, not by you guys, not by us, not by anybody. These meetings aren't designed to be chaotic. We are all community members here at the end of the day, every one of us. That being said, any interruptions during the meeting and the proceedings to open comment, you will be asked to leave, and that goes for everybody, okay? We're not gonna tolerate it.
Trustees,
This is an open meeting. Excuse me, sir, I just said that. I just said that, okay? And the rest of the people will say this. Sir, I'm asking you now, please, okay? Please. I'm begging you, please. Okay. All right. Next thing I got is ratify consensus for award the residents with a best decorated house not to exceed $100. That was for the best Christmas decoration we do
No,
every year.
that was Halloween.
Oh,
Because
was
we were
that?
ratified, yeah.
Oh, did we do it? I thought we did that. I thought we voted for that.
It was a consensus.
Okay, can I get a motion for that, please?
I'll motion.
Okay.
Baldwin.
Yes.
Giles.
Yes.
Gilchrist.
Yes.
Meyer. Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, the next thing I had was to approve the emergency hiring of Peter Goldman as interim police chief. We talked about that in executive session at the last meeting, so can I get a motion for that, please?
I'll make a motion. Rich makes a motion.
I'll second.
Jeff seconds.
Baldwin.
Yes.
Giles.
Yes.
Gilchrist.
Yes.
Meyer. Thompson.
Yes.
request to approve hiring Jeff Caldwell as a police officer. Chief Goldman did the research, did a background. He says he's a good guy. We need people, we're short, we don't have enough officers. He's unable to be here tonight though, so we'll do a swearing in at another time with one trustee and an oath of office, okay? Or the clerk and myself.
I'll make a motion.
No second.
Okay.
Baldwin,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay. Next I have request approval to hire 3 police officers. As everybody knows, we lost 4, and we need 3 more. Okay, with Mr. Goldman, we're gonna take down 3 more. Okay, so can I get a motion for that?
I'll make a motion. Rich and Jeff.
I got it.
Everybody will get a copy of who they are and stuff prior to the hiring of them, and we'll do it, we'll do our backgrounds and all of that. It's not just gonna be throwing anybody in there, that's not gonna happen here anymore.
Great.
Baldwin,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yeah.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, clerk's report.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes for October 20, 2021?
A motion. Second.
Shouldn't that be the
Sure.
November meeting?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah, November. Oh, that's it.
oh, yeah, that's it, yep. Sorry, November something. Yeah, but Cheryl can't
She
do
was
that.
abstained, she was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Then I'll motion it.
That's all right. Baldwin,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Abstain.
Young.
Yes.
And can I get a motion to approve the 2022 meeting schedule?
When, would we maybe consider moving the December one back a week, 'cause it's very close to Christmas?
That is very close.
Oh, next week or next month?
No.
No.
Next year,
Next
next year.
It's
Yeah,
December
we
21st,
can make an adjustment on that.
Yeah.
like, I don't know, before that.
That would be the 14th.
Okay, I got no problem.
Yeah,
Anybody else
I
got a
think that's a
problem?
good idea.
That's good.
Okay,
Okay. Okay, can I get a motion to approve the 2022 meeting schedule with December being December 14th?
I'll make a motion. Rich.
I'll second it. Oh, wait.
Baldwin,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
okay. Our treasurer is vacant. We are currently taking applications. We did an emergency situation, or I should say emergency executive decision to have Mr. Landers come back so that we can keep going with our bills and stuff. So can I get a motion to approve the approved financial report?
A motion. I'll second it.
And so everybody knows, these will all be up, posted within the next 24 hours on the village website and on the village official Facebook page.
You can't promise 24 hours on the website.
Okay,
Do the best we can.
she does the best she can for us, setting it up for us, okay. Just, they'll be up there, so anybody that's interested in getting a copy, please allow us the time to get them up, okay? Thank you.
Baldwin,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, building inspector,
Wait, Warren.
No.
oops, I'm sorry, warrant, I'm sorry, approved warrant.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Baldwin,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, if you all noticed, we are down to one building inspector. Chris Johnson took a leave. He's got 4 other projects going on. And so Mr. Guido will be handling building and permits for now. He
louder, we can't hear you.
Yes, I sure can. The building inspector, Chris Johnson, has asked to take a leave of this position due to everything else that he has got newly going on. He's got a lot of properties that he is working on and doesn't feel he can give the time he needs right now. Of course, we always welcome him back when he does find that time, so I had no problem allowing him to do that. That being said, the building inspector from here right now will be Ryan Guido, will be handling all building department permits. We are currently working on restoring the phones. Phones were unable for us to be able to use them. We're working on getting that repaired now. That being said, once that is up and running again, everybody will have access by phone to the building inspector. Until then, please bear with us. Okay. Maintenance report. Doreen is asked to resign due to some personal matters that she had. And we're all sorry, very sorry to have to lose her. I think that the stress that goes on up here causes her a little too much, but she had to leave for personal reasons, and I was very sorry to have lost her. So we are currently looking for someone to take that position. Applications are being taken here at the Village Hall, as we are with the treasurer. We have a couple already we're looking at. Okay. Police Department. Chief Goldman is new. He just got here. He's been fixing. He's really been working very, very effortlessly hard to get this department back functioning the way it should be. If you would like to make any comments, Chief, you can.
I specialize in small community law enforcement. I come from this county from 1994 in law enforcement until today. I also own a business for over 20 years, very successful business. I don't know anyone here. I know of Holiday Hills from driving through and being in the area. So the first steps, I was coming in blind. We lost, from what I understand, the chief, and then the second in charge, the commander, and an officer. Shortly thereafter, we lost one of the sergeants. I don't know the previous history, so I'm just evaluating what's going on, making sure that we're up to legal standards, making sure the equipment is at least functional, just evaluating what's going on. I know that there's concerns with any small community, and I've been through these hurdles before, of being short-staffed. The good news, if we have good news, is that if we're patient and take time and hire guys that are qualified, guys and gals that are qualified, not just get people on the street. Nobody wants that. I've got a very good relationship with the current sheriff. I did meet with him and his folks and explain the situation we're in. They wholeheartedly agree it's better to take a little extra time and hire people that are qualified and people that are gonna be good than just, as we call, hang a badge on a body and get them in a car. Nobody wants that. Problems are worse to chase after than to take a little extra time. So we will get to that point. I apologize that I'm walking into this situation. I understand as a resident I'd be frustrated. You want to have your own police department out there doing their thing. But please be patient. We'll get there. Again, I'm walking into 100% no knowledge of what's going on, and nobody here really that can say, here's the torch and pass it along. I will tell you that I'm unsure of my future here, but I will ensure that whoever does come in will have that ability to continue on in a positive direction. No one should walk into just here's the keys, good luck, the ship's already running. So I'll make sure that won't occur. Again, please be patient. I don't even have a village-owned cell phone right now to communicate 24 hours. All this is being worked on. It's just, the wheels only go as fast as you can possibly push them. Anybody that has any questions, please reach out. The easiest way is email. It's very simple, hhchief@villageofhollidayhills.com. That will continue to stay that way, whether I'm here or not, just so you know. So that will be the way to communicate directly to the chief. And again, it's part-time, so I'm not gonna be sitting on that email 24 hours a day. So if you don't get a quick response, please don't think I'm ignoring you. Just know that we'll get there. And the other part is if anybody has any concerns that are safety related, call 911. Don't call here, call 911. Even if you are questioning if it's an emergency, I'd rather you call 911 and they can transfer you to a non-emergency line and help you out. Now, if you see a cat run across the road and it's safe, it just startled you, don't call 911. When in doubt, call. And if we're here, we'll take care of it. If not, the sheriff will take care of it. If it's something deemed non-emergent, they'll put it on hold and follow up. But again, please be patient. I understand your frustrations. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
That being said, so everybody's aware, right after the hiring of Mr. Goldman, so that we don't get any false rumors going out there, Mr. Goldman was offered another job opportunity, but he's agreed to stay here until we can get this department up and running and find someone to take his place that is suitable. I've asked him and the sheriff to help make sure that we find the proper person to do so. I take full responsibility myself for the past chief. That being said, we're gonna go into reports of standing committees. Buildings and Grounds, Mr. Mr. Giles.
All right, so we got the bids back for the heating and air conditioning. We've been talking about upgrading the building, getting the old condenser taken out, the old furnace taken out. They did come back, Grace came back more along the lines of what we were looking for versus Jeff's. I know the price difference is about $750, but for that price difference, we're getting a new thermostat. The upstairs ductwork is no longer insulated, it never was back in the day. So when you're bringing that return air back, obviously you guys know I do heating air for a living. When you bring that return air back, it's making it super hot, thus making your air conditioning way less efficient. Also on the police department side, there's no return air. It used to be, obviously, an open building, have a return, central return, undercut doors. It no longer has that, so when you walk over there, it's either super hot or super cold. Yes, we have one staff of with closed doors that are sealed. You have no return air. He would be installing a new return duct over there, getting rid of the duct where they took out old walls and just reconfiguring the ductwork for the proper sizing of the equipment, taking out the supply in the floor that doesn't need to be there in the middle of the floor. The ductwork was flooded last year from a frozen coil, and it rotted out, so that would be all new supply ductwork downstairs, saving the return upstairs, adding a return to the side over there, insulating the ductwork, new thermostat, and a 95% efficient furnace versus Jets came in with an 80%er. Really, you're looking 15 cents on the dollar when you buy gas, but obviously if we can get better for just a little bit more, I'd rather go 95%. It's up to you guys for discussion if you have any questions or comments about it. I feel good with it. Obviously doing this for the last 20 years, I had a price in mind when they came back, and they came back under what I figured it would cost, so I feel like the third guy never came out. If you guys would like another bid, we can have someone else come in, but I'm gonna guess they're all gonna be about the ballpark figure. I've been doing this for 20 years, so.
So you're saying you prefer?
I would prefer
over
Grace just
Jeff?
based off of, he gave us exactly what I was looking for, like to a T. I actually had to call him back, and he said, yeah, the ductwork, yes, he forgot to put it on originally, but he's gonna put the ductwork in the other side. He rewrote the estimate and is gonna just put it up there on his dime, because he said, hey, my fault, I forgot it, I know that's what you need. So I would prefer that just off of what we're getting. I can't go back to Jets and get them to do that, but obviously it's gonna be more money, and I would assume you'd be in the same ballpark, and again, that's for an 80% furnace versus a 95 or so.
Budget-wise, is this in the,
Long run?
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Kelly's looking into this. We've got more money coming in from the state. We wanna make sure that that money can be used for certain things and how we can use that money. So right now, this is just looking into the future of what we can possibly do. Let's just say this, we all know the ductwork and the HVAC system here is dangerous to all of our healths, in a sense, okay?
Well, the condenser is long beyond its useful life. The fins are all folded over. It gets no airflow whatsoever, so.
It's costing a
I would
fortune.
say, yeah, sometime before summertime at least. I mean, hopefully the furnace can limp along. We had 2 breakdowns last year on the furnace, that I came up and fixed for you guys. Hopefully it lasted in winter time.
And how long will they honor this quote?
Right now, you're getting 30 days, right? The price of sheet metal has gone through the roof. The price of sheet metal is probably quadrupled in the last, 6 to 8 months. Hopefully it comes back down, you get a roll of tin before for $13. No, that's not the case, so everybody's kinda doing 30 days, but I'm sure Grace is a smaller company that was referred through a tin knocker that I've known for 25 years. He's a smaller company, I gotta imagine that for the village, I would assume that anybody might honor that money. I mean, I told him, hey, look, he's gotta go be in front of the board,
Right.
so they had to wait anyway, right? When they came out, I said, hey, they gotta go in front of the board in the end of the monthly meeting, and then I'll reach back out and we'll see what he said. So I will reach out to him after today and, see, obviously, material increases daily, so.
So the bottom line, do we gotta wait till we gotta make sure that we have the funds for it, Jim? Is it what we doing?
Well, I don't know what your total budget is, but we're looking at how to use some of the funds.
That's what we're talking about, that we got.
So you'll have a little bit more flexibility in the budget overall.
So we should probably wait till make sure that we have that
And
funding
we
there.
didn't, we never used that money that we got as a grant to buy a squad car, so we redid that, rejuvenated that, which we could legally do into the general funds to make sure everything else is running. The, biggest thing that we ran into is the computers were disabled, let's just put it that way. So it took us quite a bit of time, we're still working on getting stuff on it, disabled, that was disabled. Okay.
So probably we should just put this on hold until we
Well,
make sure we have the funding.
we just-
Either way, it's.
I would prefer that.
I just said that, we have to wait for Mr. Kelly to get back with us.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Thanks.
the bathroom, we already agreed with the bathroom 2 years ago that we were gonna redo the bathroom.
Yeah.
And we had a $2,500, opening for that, and that's rejuvenating the entire bathroom. Now, I want everybody to remember one thing. Trustee Giles is doing the work for free. He's just gonna buy the materials, and he's gonna do the work for free, as he did for the floor here. Okay, so that's saving us tons and tons of money, labor-wise. But the bathroom needs an upgrade. We're gonna be taking the old hot water heater out of that closet over that 30-gallon that stinks like that, which we only have a hand sink, okay? That's coming out, we're gonna put an on-demand water heater underneath the sink. Okay, so we're only gonna have water as you need it. That'll help get rid of that extremely terrible odor that.
It will get rid of the
water out
odor.
there.
Oh,
There's no animal rod left in that water heater.
Yes.
It's an inline tankless, so it's not even a tank water heater, because obviously, this place doesn't get used a lot, water sits, it's just an on-demand, because all we have is a sink line, so.
Right.
It's just an on-demand when you wash your hands.
that's what I was
The
wondering,
furnace-
like,
the
what,
furnace-
what exactly is all entailed into bathroom?
You're getting a complete remodel, so you'd be getting mirror, vanity, sink, water heater, toilet, cabinet above the thing, repainted, new trim, and all the labors coming
And
from
the
it.
floor, yeah.
And the floor finally, because I know it's continued in there, but we couldn't do it at the time, so that's gotta be ripped, the floor's gotta be ripped off the labor.
Yeah.
When you're done with that, can you come to my house?
Yeah, sure, when I got more spare time.
Okay,
Um,
that being
And
said,
either fix the door or replace it since it drags so bad.
Well, I'm not giving this place,
all right,
stuff in a selling core would be great.
okay.
But it would just be parts on the village, I've been donating my time again to do that. I love construction,
So-
everything else.
We'll do an update next month.
Are we not going to take the vote then, even on the HVAC system?
No, we're gonna wait, we'll vote on it for next, listen, we all have a consensus, if we can get the money and the money's available to us, is everybody a go with that as a consensus?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
so if that happens, we'll at least give him an answer, then say, yes, we're gonna do it, but we can't start it till this date, and then we'll vote on the money, the amount of money for the next meeting, yes,
No,
no?
it's on the agenda, so let's just vote on it, and then if we do it
No,
or
you
not,
don't
it
have
doesn't
to.
matter.
What's it?
What's that?
You don't have to vote on it, or what you're saying is that, vote on it, and if you decide not to go forward until you have funds, you have to vote to get the money, you buy it.
And
Yes.
just do it without,
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay, so let's say we have a price increase of
Okay.
10%,
All right.
we vote on it that way, not to be increased by greater. I mean,
Let's
if
just
we
vote.
wait 30, 60, 90 days.
We're not gonna have to wait that long,
I'll
so
tell
let's
you what,
vote on it.
I'll tell you what we do in that case, you just come back and say
Okay,
how much, and we
Right.
will vote then.
hopefully the same.
All right, so can I get a motion?
Which one?
Let's,
The
the
HVAC.
HVAC, do we have the bathroom up for?
Yeah, we'll do that
Okay,
next.
all right.
Motion for the HVAC.
I'll make a motion, Rich.
I'll second it, Cheryl.
You have a distinctive voice. Baldwin. Yes. Giles.
Yes.
Gilchrist.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
Okay, now, how about a motion for the bathroom? We technically already approved that, but let's do it again.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Oh, I will second that.
Not that bad.
Yeah, can I vote?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and a new light.
Owen,
Yes.
Giles,
Yes.
Gilchrist,
Yeah.
Meyer,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Young.
Yes.
By the way, I would like to announce to you guys that Mr. Giles came here on his own time and stuff and installed 2 new lights on the outside of this building that were badly needed, that are so much better and so much lighter.
Thanks, Jeff.
And the floors and.
Right, he did it after he got off work, before he even went home to sit with his family.
And
Okay.
then I broke my driving, I got that for 11.
Okay. All right,
See, those are,
So-
those are punch.
That's no sheet.
Ms. Meyer. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Terry. Terry.
Okay, I just wanted to remind everybody that this Saturday is the Christmas party for the kids. It's from 2 to 5. Cheryl, can you play the outfit?
I will.
We got Santa Claus and the elf. Thank you, guys. We couldn't find the signs to get them out by the stop signs, they disappeared, so unfortunately, we'll work on doing something a little bit.
Where'd that other sign go? The one I just made, I didn't see it in there.
Should be in the office.
I know it should be, I didn't see it today,
Oh.
but okay. All right.
It's okay, they would've got ran over anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By a reindeer? All right.
What are you
I
talking
got
about
fire
here?
tracks going through my yard.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You need a camera. Okay. Environmental, Ms. Meyer.
If I could just say a quick thank you to, the residents that participated in our leaf drop-off, event. I estimated about 70 bags, like 70 of the paper bags, were saved from being burned, so thank you, and, hopefully we can expand a little bit next year.
Thank you, Lisa, for doing that.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, finance, Ms. Thompson.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, planning and development, Mr. Young.
No, I'm good.
Okay, village codes, Ms.
Do not
Gilchrist.
have anything.
Okay,
I will help you.
any of you guys wanna show up Saturday to help with Santa Claus, that would be great, just saying. All right, old business, new business.
I would just like to say, everybody, make sure everything, all your stuff in your yard is like tied down or put away tonight, because those winds are gonna be brutal.
Yeah, don't take the garbage out that you put in.
Maybe help your neighbor out if they should need help at that time, if, you know, because we don't know how strong those winds are gonna actually get.
On that note, comments still up
And
at
if you-
McDonald's if we go out again.
If you don't have a basement or you don't have a shelter that you're comfortable with, listen, nobody knows for sure whether a tornado can come flying through tonight or not. I hope to God that it doesn't, but nobody controls the weather. That being said, I hope everybody just keeps their head about them tonight, prepare for the worst, and hopefully everybody gets through it. I contacted the tree people that do our trees, let them know that we need them to do run-ins after the wind is, slowed down by morning, so if anything's on the street, please help report that. You can do it on the village official Facebook page, or you can call up and leave a message for right now at the village, and I'll come and make sure I check those tomorrow, just to see if we have any problems with that. Or the ones that do know my number and do know where I live, you're more than welcome to come by and tell me where there's a tree down, and we'll get these things taken care of ASAP. All right, moving forward, we do have an executive session about personnel, for some of the applications we got, so we're gonna ask everyone, please step outside, and then we'll re-adjourn the meeting, and I'll make sure that we give plenty of time for anybody that's coming back in, for you guys to come back in. Okay, fortunately tonight it's not too bad outside, a little breezy. All right, so can I get a motion?
All right, Rich, you're on.
I like it.
You gotta say it.
Motion to enter closed session, personal matters pursuant to 5 IIC.
Thank you. Got a hold of it? Yeah.
Be safe, it's gonna be windy, but don't stand outside till we're done.
I'm gonna keep this rolling.
Pretty common though.
So what's happening, Val? How you doing?
Janet, where are you?
How are you, sir?
She's hiding from the. What do you mean by that?
Nothing.